I'm live, y'all. I don't know what happened with this. Live a second ago, but I'm back. Windows been boarded up and shit. People done bust windows out. Can't hide nothing. But God good. Haven't been back in a while. A lot of other things been going on, personal things that I had to take care of. I've really been back and forth to the restaurant almost every day getting stuff did. I just got a lot of oil that fell from the roof and the wall on the floor. But I'm back. You know, I see a lot of things messed up in this government. Still got people getting nailed to the cross. It's crazy. Crazy business. But man, I was tripping on a lot of bull crap, but when it go back and take me back to other people's situations and them having to live a real life and beyond this YouTube shit. And it is. See, I had a little moving around because I was blessed to have good people in my corner to help me. This place was really, really in bad shape. It's coming alive now. I've been trying to rush things, but you can't rush it. You know, you gotta have patience. And that's what I've been talking to God about, teaching me to have patience and keep it moving. But I hope y'all doing good. Um, I haven't been watching YouTube. I mean, I've been watching bits and pieces here and there, I ain't gonna lie, but I haven't been watching it really to even give my comment on something. But what I will say is, I had a debate with the Arabs and the phone store, which I might go back and do another live. I don't know. But we had a freaking debate about this world, um, how the United States jumped in the Iran and Israel war, and just man, oh, I know the main thing we had a debate about, y'all. It was about probably a month or two ago. I did something about it was said that um, gay people should mold and teach our young black youths. And I think I went crazy about that shit because that's some bullshit. My motherfucker was telling me, you ain't never thought about it. Michelle Obama went on TV too and said that she's a man. So before I even respond to that, I gotta watch the video and I'll probably pull it up tonight sometime when I'm situated and watch, but we'll see. That's why CB, I got on you about that, about you agree with that bull crap. No. Like, I get what you were saying, but, yeah, there was a but. And the but is, this individual can't mold and teach a black boy what a straight man can teach him. You see what I'm saying? A man can't teach a little girl because a woman have to do that. So when you said you agreed with that, that kind of, you know, made me start thinking about what other motherfuckers was saying about you. But that's enough about that. But yeah, y'all, shit ain't cool. Nor is it kosher. You know, just got to get this shit right. I had been by, stand by where the troops was deployed at. But every time I got up, I'm watching the news, I'm getting dressed. I'm looking at these motherfuckers. I'm like, nah, Joe. Because you got some people down there that's really being assholes, and they got a time limit of when you can really pop up and when you got to get the fuck on. So people down there, 2 hours before they supposed to be down there. If it's 9, they down there at 6, 7 in the morning. You got to make it make sense. But I do believe I heard that a judge had said, I think maybe for infinity, that they can't move. So, who knows? Um, when you say, I sent the troops to, do their job, but at the same token, they're going to have to get in the field and they're going to train on the YNs, ain't none of that. Ain't none of that at all. Nurse sort of read Bob. If you sending them here for them YNs, and them YNs don't give a fuck. And we talking about troops and shit with big guns and shit, but these little motherfuckers got guns bigger than them. You better believe it. That's chaos and destruction. Because them troops start getting nailed to the cross, they gonna have to bring tanks and shit. Now you tearing down people's shit because you trying to get at these little niggas. Come on, man. It was too much that you got to think about. And the other debate that I had in the phone, so I might go back now and just stay live. It was a Mexican in there. He had a debate with me talking about, he a Trump lover, so to him is, you should come on home and Trump this and Trump that. I'm already at home, for one. For two, let's get this shit straight. I am against all the killing, but where you come from, where I come from, and you do something and it involves an individual's life, people take that shit to heart, Joe. I'm just telling you, they take that shit to heart. And I'm just not seeing it, Joe. Like, on some for real shit though, Trump, like, I'm not seeing it because, Joe, again, it's chaos and destruction. And you say you against that, so if you against that, I'm putting it out there, you know what I'm saying? Sending them troops ain't right. Now, I understand the mayor, and he got his reasons why, and the governor, and yourself, that's the triangle. Y'all don't like each other. The two here don't like you. Plain and simple. So I figure like this. If you against all chaos and destruction and you against the bull crap, show it then. You work with them. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to send troops up here. There's other ways in diffusing situations. And it's to you, Mr. Governor. Um, Hold on. Kim Kardashian diagnosed with brain aneurysm. Wow. My prayers to you, Kim. But yeah, you need to work with them. And Mr. Governor, as I was finna say, yeah, go on, let Larry out. I don't want motherfuckers seeing the video, getting into it. Oh, well, I'm not with the gang banging shit. And when I was with that shit, Be crazy as hell. I hope y'all can hear, but I'm about to check this video. I'm still gonna shoot it through. Um, bullshit just got to stop, man. As I was saying, let the rest of them out. Let them do what they do. You know, and there's nothing wrong if you trying to stop something and you trying to make things right. You know, you got to start somewhere, and you start with the people. You start with them voices, the two gentlemen I told you about, the mayor and the governor, and then you start with the people, us. There's nothing wrong with it, buddy boy. Nothing wrong with it. You dig? I'm just in here relaxed like a motherfucker. Don't get no fuck. But it is what it is. Hey. But I want everybody to get their stuff together, and it's finna be one, because I'm gonna tell you where the chaos and destruction gonna come from first. Is he stopped Link. He you know, people go buy food with, and he stopped Section 8 for them to, you know, to live. So if you ain't got money, guess where you going? And it's finna be wintertime. So you think people really finna be living in the streets? Gotta make it make sense. That's where the chaos gonna come in at. And he know this. So when it come in, it'll go back to the courts. Let me let the troops go. But I guess he think that them judges is slow. Like, we know what you doing, my boy. Come on, you gotta make it make sense, dude. Come on, work with me. Work with me, Trizzle. Something about you, Trump. You gotta work with me. You know, bullshit just gotta stop. You want the chaos and destruction. I don't want the chaos and destruction at all. Because you think it's gonna go one way, I'm telling you, it's gonna go a whole different route. And then it's gonna fall all on you. I know you don't get no fuck, but I'm just telling you what really going on. You know, the shit has to stop. What I'm about to do is my shout outs. You dig? Rose Bandana, Loyalty and Betrayal, Thug and TV, LaRue, Lil Cuz, Demon, 16 Shot 'em, DJU, What Up Gang, you dig? Trenches News, Mickey the Truth. Who else am I forget? Chris Barnes, King Yella. uh, I can't. I know it's I'm gonna come back. I can't think of your name, and I ain't finna expose myself for who name I can't think of right now. But I'll come back later. Who else we got? We got Joshua. We got I guess Scar in the Hood. It's a few people. Y'all might watch my videos or whatever. I don't know, but there are a few people who I have been subscribing to lately, and I just subscribed to I think two before I went live. So you know, I don't beg nobody to subscribe to my channel because I see what's going on. I know how to maintain. Um, what else? It was something else. Oh, Jada, I don't know how you do it and how you sit up there and listen to this mod. And he always talking about glizzies. Always. But I forgot he said he loved glizzies. Joe, gotta stop your bullshit. But shout out to y'all, Discretion TV, um, Straight Game, Machiavelli Media, um, X-Man Rico. I haven't heard nothing lately, but I gotta look into him. You know, who else? I know I'm forgetting. Mama Duck, definitely can't forget you. There was somebody else that's right there, and I can't think of their name right now. Um, you must be on some bullshit. I'm gonna have to go to your channel, nigga, and check you out. You probably said some shit. I can't say your name for shit right now. But shout out to everybody in y'all channels. And oh, can't forget about you either, Edie, I mean, of the Outlaws. Um, hmm, I ain't gonna forget you, Willie. Willie D. Shout out to him in his channel. You dig? I know I'm missing some other people. That's only because right now in my head, because I didn't smoke, I'm thinking of this one individual. And I really want to go figure it out, you know, but it is what it is. Shout out to him. Shout out next time. He don't even know what I'm talking about right now, but hey, figure it out next time. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoying a Sunday. And, you know, calm, cool, and copacetic. Je dig. Just want all the bullshit to stop. I'm trying to think, I want to do another barbecue. Like, it would have been perfect for the day because it's nice outside. And it's nice out here in Chicago. Not tripping at all. I accept it. Salute to the weather. Boy, my brain's stuck on this one thing. Oh, I'm gonna say, because I was looking at the news. There's one little fly in this bitch flying around. Um, Rest in peace to THF Bezu. I haven't read the whole thing, but rest in peace to him. Um, Rest in peace to the kids and the women that's been getting caught up in crossfires. You know, I appreciate y'all for watching. My granny 108th birthday last week. You know, shout out and salute to my viewers, my subscribers. Um, it is what it is, though. But Trump, this video is for you. And what I said, if you not on bullshit again, get up with them two gentlemen, the governor and the mayor. Governor, yes, I'm talking to you now. You need to go ahead and let dude out and the rest of them. That's the only way you can solve something or try to solve something better than these troops being out here, Joe. Because I don't know where at on God's planet do you think Shorty and them is going, Joe. I don't care how much pressure you try to apply. Them little niggas ain't going, Joe. I'm trying to tell you what's going on, Trizzle. But, I'm going to say shout out to you too, Trump, until I figure some shit out, you know? You in that big old White House. Why you don't invite me over, motherfucker? Let me come over. I like to eat. I don't know caviar and shit. I don't like fish eggs. But, you know, we can do some chicken salads and a little wine. And we can chop it up, smoke a wood. No diddy. Straight up, Jack. But no, for real though, all I ask is you to get up with two gentlemen and, you know, dude, governor, let Buddy out. Talking about Larry, gonna let him out, let the other ones out. And it is what it is. Trump, you pardoned the other heads already, so all what it is now, since everybody done grew older and understand, let them talk. Them should be the mentors of the youth because they've been there and done that. They know what time it is. But when you think about it, the circle just keep going on and on and on and keep repeating itself. Just different forms and different years. That's it. But you said some shit, Trump. I just want to know if you're going to stick to your word, buddy, and make it happen. Troops being here ain't going to make it happen. Like I said, you started first because y'all want to call each other out of y'all names and talk about each other on TV. That the youth shouldn't see that or hear that. Grown, you're trying to set an example. You're already trying to make things right with the youth and making shit better. So all the killing and shit gonna stop. So if the killing and shit to stop, y'all gotta do the right thing. And doing the right thing is, at least if you can go across the water and fly all across the air, you can sit down with them two gentlemen and y'all can make it happen. All three of y'all, like I said, they're trying. You dig? Make that shit happen. The bullshit gotta stop, Trump. You gotta stop somewhere. You can't say you wanna make America great and you trying to start chaos and confusion. You already did that by taking these people off government assistance, having food and a roof over their head. So what what's finna happen? That let the courts release the troops coming to the street, and it still ain't gonna make it no better. Because it's really gonna be fucked up. To me, it seems like you just trying to wipe Chicago off the map. Can't do that, buddy. Why don't we wipe where you came from off the map? Stop your BS. For real. I used to, think about the things before you came president, not this term, but the first term, right? And before all that, I used to be like, damn, okay, he on this shit. I ain't mad. But how you doing things is fucked up. How you was growing up, it's worse for the black community, the Asian community, the Puerto Rican community, the Mexican community. Come on, man. And then you sit there and say, oh, well, people can do this. People can do. And I'm not saying that. Have you ever thought about everybody ain't hiring? They gonna hire who they want? You know this. Stop it. Stop it. Now, like I said, if you want to sit down and have a talk with me, you come get me in your shit, fly me back to DC, and let's chop it up. Like I said, we can get chicken salads or salmon salads, and man, we can get jiggy. So that good wine you be sipping on, let me roll up a wood, no diddy, 4 grams, and let's talk. Or you can come to Chicago, or you can come to Illinois, rather, and meet with the mayor and the governor, and y'all have a serious conversation about this. And I told you the first thing to do, let dude out. That's to you, Mr. Governor. And let the rest of them heads out. And, let them do what they do. See, when we talk about our youth, because I love them. Their brains ain't made it to our capacity. You see what I'm saying? You know this. So, we need to talk. I ain't gonna lie, Trump, I wish somebody had your number to call you and tell you, man, because we can go live now on YouTube and we can chop this shit up right now. You dig? No hold bars. Talk like men. But I do know the chaos and bullshit need to stop, Joe. Because you stopped a lot of shit and you forcing people to work. Even though they work, they're gonna get paid. If they don't work, they ain't getting shit. So basically you saying you took that. That ain't right. You can't, we talking about people, human beings, like your meathead ass. You can't do that. But my fault. You the president, you can do what you want to do. I get it. I'm just saying, like, realistically, you should have a conversation with them too. I feel like them two should have a conversation with you. Y'all men, make it happen. And it is what it is. If you can't come to a resolution, fuck it. Yeah, I apologize. I'm talking about Trump. I ain't even see the comment down there. Shout out to C-Swag. SWAT. I apologize. C-SWAT. But, yeah, we talking about Trump. I'm talking about Trump because of what's going on here in Chicago. If you ain't from Chicago, you ain't gonna understand. I'm trying to shout out to Angel. I appreciate y'all. But nah, for real, I talk about a lot of shit and a lot of people because I just don't be giving a fuck. Right is right. But when we talking about where I come from, and it's killing everywhere. But when you talking about where I come from, you talking about that it's out of control. It's out of control because you make it out of control. You sent them fuck boys up here. First, it was about the Venezuelans. Then it turned into about the black people. That's all I'm saying, Trump. Like, you can't go around talking about make America great when you trying to wipe us off the map. And I broke it down. My last time breaking it down. You sent them people here. You knew the judges weren't going to allow it. But the bull crap went on first. And they peeped what was going on. Then they peeped what you said. Your word, not mine, your word. I'm sending them troops over there, even though they ain't got that much training, they gonna train on the YNs. Is you crazy? If you know these little motherfuckers is wild, why would you send them here for their basic training? Them little niggas gonna fuck their ass up, Joe. This ain't what you think. Look guns and shit they got. No, nigga. I'm telling you, they got shit that's going through that shit they wearing. And they don't give a fuck if they gotta blow a couple of them fuckers up, they gonna do it. That's chaos. You knew that. And you knew what them judges was gonna say. So guess what now? Government shutdown. I'm stopping all welfare. I'm stopping housing authority, where Section 8, where people living at. You sending them out here to the streets in the wintertime. Make it make sense. I want this to be a restaurant so bad, but if I start seeing people out there, they coming in this bitch because you want some bullshit. If you wasn't on no bullshit, we wouldn't have these fuckers up here talking about training. Do you know, I was just watching 2 weeks ago, and I probably put the video up, of a Mexican dude, mad at his business driving, been here forever. Motherfuckers jump out with masks, grab him, but guess what? He was fighting their bitch ass back. Man, get your bitch ass off me, throwing they shit. They got tired of that shit and got the fuck on because they ain't got the right training. So if that was an older Mexican dude, way older than me, and he was fighting their ass back, what the fuck you think these young motherfuckers here gonna do? Huh? They not finna play with them. They already don't play fair. So you think they gonna play with them? You causing chaos and destruction. No more Chicago. No more Illinois. Because one thing you gotta remember, black people spread like wildfire. You knock them from one place, they're going someplace else. I just wondered, have you ever thought to yourself, you start all this chaos and confusion, like you went down that thing to Memphis and motherfuckers start complying. Ain't nobody like here. Whew, I'm in my feelings right now because it's too much bull crap, y'all. Let me see what's going on. It's intentional, yes it is. He using the youth ignorance against them. They have to stay woke. We have to stay woke. And I ain't lying, Angel. Oh, mama. That's the realest shit that a motherfucker done said. Real life shit. But before, there's talks to the youth, that's why I'm saying he has to come and talk to the mayor and the governor. It's three, it's grown men and talk. Had this discussion. How we gonna do this? Not y'all talking to each other, Trump, you, and they, fuck that kitty shit. That's being dumb as fuck on TV, national TV, and the youth looking at this shit. Look at these clowns. They ain't gonna respect shit because you ain't acting like shit. You can't make America great when you cause the chaos and destruction. Come on, man. You acting like you a big ass demon. Come on, man. Stop it. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm telling you how to do this shit. Fuck wrong with you, dude? Like real life shit, Joe. I know you the president and all. And I know before, again, you became president. money getting motherfucker who I respected. I still got respect to you to a certain extent. See, I don't know exactly, how can I say this? I don't know exactly if you really own what you own or is you really trying to just wipe away. Because low key, it was some shit said now, and I'm gonna put it out there because it's already out there on TV. I'm not saying nothing that ain't already been said, unless I'm finna talk on some shit like I'm doing that. And some shit is that how we used to go to the show, y'all, and watch these movies, like back in the day, like how you had Django with Jamie Foxx and they was showing all that crazy stuff. That's how, in my head, Trump, that you want this shit. We didn't progress. 2025, going to 2026. When you start bullshit like this, you got to remember what somebody said that great, that I respect and I salute him to the utmost, the greatest rapper ever that touched the microphone, Mr. Tupac Shakur. And he talked about you, but it was in a way to show that, look at this man here, how he going about his business getting his bread. He ain't playing no games. You on a whole nother level when you the president, you playing with people's lives, Joe. You playing God. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's plain and simple. You playing God. Come on now. You ain't create shit. What, some kids? So you not God. See, I've been gone from this YouTube shit for a couple of weeks now, a few weeks, but I'm back. And the last topics that I had was talking about you, and I know people was like, oh, he on some bullshit. No, this some real life shit, because I'm living in this shit. I see this shit every day. I was staying down the street from where the troops was deployed at. I was seeing people making jackasses of themselves. When they tell them you come at 9 o'clock to a certain time and then you leave. People coming way before that, acting crazy. You can't do that because now they got the right to put their hands on you because you fucking with them. If they gave you a time, respect that time. See, that's what I mean. We can't get nowhere if we don't start doing the right thing. You got to realize when you grown, that person that's underneath you, way younger, 20 years younger, 15 years younger, 30 years younger, they look at that like, oh, that's cool. We can do that shit. Nah, man. I got so many of these young YNs out here. I call my nephews and my nieces because I got up in age to where I like sitting back, looking at them, looking at their style, looking how fresh they get, looking how they had their little parties and shit. Because it made me think about what I was out here doing when I was younger. You trying to take all that away. Of course they're going to be angry. Of course they're going to be aggressive. Because you fucking with them. You can't fuck with people like that. And this shit is all fucked up, buddy. Like, come on, man. Make me understand what's going through your head. Again, how can you make America great when you're trying to have chaos and destruction? If you not, you'll do the right thing. And the right thing is sitting down, mayor, governor, fuck all that side-eye shit. Y'all have a decent conversation. And governor, release Larry. Again, I don't game, ain't no GD, but release him. And release the other ones that's in there. That's how you get structure out here in these streets. People come together. We get barbecues and things going. It's not about taking. Because you got a lot of people in the hood, in the area that's not going to let you come take, that's not going to sell out. They true to this shit. I'm trying to tell you, Joe. I've been here 54 fucking years of my fucking life. Been shot 10 times, stabbed 9. Stabbed all in my hands and shit. Rib cage. Just fuck that shit. I want to see my nieces and nephews out here getting money, working, getting money, stop the violence and the hatred toward each other, taking care of their kids, building the foundation with the person they love, and keep it moving. You talk about you want people to work. In order for them to work, we gotta get the structure. When the structure come, then we own it popping. This reminds me of a movie, and I know that's probably how Trump probably feeling. It reminds me of a movie, I can't think of what it is, but a motherfucker had said, shouldn't have never gave them niggas no money. So that's what you probably thinking about these youth out here. Because y'all touch way more money than we didn't ever touch at y'all age. Teens, early 20s. We had to save everything. If we was out here hustling and working a job, everything had to get put up. I don't give a fuck if a nigga was working at the school delivering papers and then he came to the field. You trying to take all that away. I'm like Pac right now, like I told you. I can't solve it by myself, but I could be that match that struck to start that fucking fire. So that means, Mr. President, check this video out and think about it. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying think about it. It's nothing to think about. On a negative note, it's something that's positive that can be generated in a positive way. Because honestly, these kids don't like killing. They like getting money and being happy. They don't like doing that fuck shit. But when you start chaos and destruction, this is what happens. And like I said, I heard some people that's out right now. I don't know if the videos are still out or not, but I've seen them. And this was this year, saying you just didn't like us. We porch monkeys. Never been no motherfucking porch monkey. I'm universal. I go where the fuck I want to go. Simple as that. And I ain't never had no problem because I'm a likable person. Unless I see something that ain't right, I'm going to call you out on it. Fuck you, shit. It is what it is. I see the comments, y'all. C-SWAT, man. I served 20 years in the Army as a Ranger in the 75th Regiment. My whole time, I never thought Trump would come back in office and say, man, Joe, y'all talking about me preach. Y'all preach. My brothers and sisters and aunts have been sent to deal with kids that's not right. Man, preach. I see what you said too, Angel. You said survival, but what do you mean? Like, it's different ways you can take what you just said, survival, and you just left it as survival. Like, survival from the troops in the world, what's going on, or, survival from Trump. At the end of the day, to me, it is what it is, and I look at it like this, that the bullshit just needs to stop. And I look at it that somebody need to say something. I don't give a fuck about all that. Well, the governor and the mayor came together to go to the courts to fight, to stop him from deploying these troops through the city. They was already in here doing bullshit. They already said they here. Like, where I'm at, they here. I ain't going because you put your motherfucking hands on me and my shit broke, bitch, we gonna have a problem. And the same little nephews and nieces we talking about, they gonna ride. I know this for a fact. About the kids having to survive doing what they have to do, yeah. But it shouldn't have to be that way because I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all could pull this up online, videos, probably Instagram, probably here on YouTube, Facebook. Pull up Chicago Red Line. When y'all pull up Chicago Red Line, y'all gonna think about what I was saying in this video. Just pull up Chicago Red Line late at night to the early morning. Matter of fact, 24 hours around the day. Y'all gonna peep what's going on. Real shit. Thank me later. Hey, I ain't lying. See, you can keep preaching though. See, I got a homie. He kind of young though, but he was in there too, and he be putting a motherfucker up on game, and I get it. I got family members that been in the military. My stepfather died, a month ago? I think I put that on YouTube when I went to Arizona. He was in the Navy, so I get it. And he put me up on a lot of shit. He came into my life when I was like 17 or 18, right when I got married. So I did 12 years of that, but that's another show. He became a police officer 37 years after he was in the Navy. So he done put us up on a lot of game, and I ain't gonna lie, his name saved a motherfucker's ass out here in these streets. Real life shit. I done had police officers pulling up, throwing me in the car, handcuffing me, taking me to a whole nother hood, beating me with their sticks, and yelling out, woo, 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 this is what he is, and pulling off. You know, luckily, by God's grace, they just looked and was like, police on their bullshit again, and they let a motherfucker live. But in order for shit to stop Trump, let the mayor and the governor do their thing, Joe. And governor, again, yeah, you should go on and let Larry out. You know, he's a part of making the community better. He's a part of talking to the youth. And just not him, the rest of them that's locked up, let them out too. All them that's of age, let them out. Now, I ain't with the crazy sicko shit, but I'm talking about the ones like Larry, you know, let them out. So everybody, the ones that's been pardoned by Trump, everybody can come together as a whole. That's what this social media and shit is for, right? Think about it. Let them come together. Let them go out into these streets and preach and teach, you know? If that's what it need, and they respect these heads, I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of them, then, you know, let them out. Let them do their thug thizzle out here. Because I'm telling you, Joe, you got some people in secrecy here, and they waiting on the bullshit. Not to do bullshit, but to get the fuck on. It was said, Washington. So you make it make sense. You want nothing but niggas at the White House. So if you try to destroy the niggas at the White House, you destroying yourself. Hold on. What you say? To deploy tanks to Chicago, but when it came to deploying them in Iraq, the United States was hesitant. Yes, preach. Preach, see, preach on the real. But that's what I was saying earlier before y'all came up in here, is that he got them here. He knew them judges was gonna do what they gonna do and stop all that, right? And get the mayor and governor what they wanted. Fuck that for right now. He took away food stamps. He took away the public housing, CHA, Section 8. He took that away from them. You putting people out in the streets, and listen, this 50 degrees in Chicago. Today we had a warm day. Lately it's been in the 50s and 40s. Man, that's why I got my big puffy coat. So at the end of the day, you forcing people now around Halloween to be evicted, to be out in the streets, because they can't come up with the money unless this person they staying and renting from is gonna let them stay there. And I'm not seeing that, because you know why? It take money to house people. Lights, gas. Who gonna pay for that? And then you ain't getting no money, even though you know soon, maybe, hopefully, the government won't be on lockdown no more. But for right now, it is. You just tried to take away everything. And I just told y'all, I've been shot, stabbed, all that good shit. I'm fucked up. They will give a crackhead out here, literally a crackhead, money and a place to stay over a person that's severely fucked up. Now you make that make sense. But I know the reason why. You give them the money so they can keep getting high and high and high and high and high. Beam me up, Scotty, around this bitch. For real. Shit gotta stop. So yeah, Trump, I had to make this video about you because of the bullshit. And I'm the voice of the people right now. Shit ain't right. You gotta stop it. I was just zoning out real quick, but you gotta stop it. And like I said, if you want me to, shit, you got that fast ass motherfucker you be flying in, come get me, motherfucker. Bring me to the White House, like I said. I want either salmon or baked chicken salad with some good wine, and we gonna smoke us a backwood. 4 grams of that good shit. Top shelf. Somebody arguing with their chick on the phone. He told me, now what? Now, nigga? Now get your monk ass on. Nah, but for real, though, Trump, you got to make this shit make sense, buddy. Bullshit got to stop, my man. Because I just see chaos and destruction. I don't see nothing else. I see you got certain people saying, yes, yes. Y'all acting like these shorties running around with butcher knives or something. Yeah, on the end of they motherfucking K, motherfucker. So just think, Trump, when all that chaos and shit happen, because you're going to have people breaking in the stores and stealing food so they can eat. Kids hungry. You already know that. Motherfuckers going to be robbing and shooting. You already know that. That's when you go to the motherfucking judges and they release the troops into the streets. And then when they start dropping, because you think these shorties ain't got shit that's going to go through what they wearing, you fucked up in the head to believe that bullshit. They do. You going to try to get the tanks deployed like C said. And guess what? When you bring tanks, I'm finna put you up on something else. Motherfuckers probably got grenades, rocket launchers, all type of shit. They ready for that shit. They dumb because of the drugs. Fuck the drugs. Without the drugs, when they normal-minded, they smarter than a motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. And you got some motherfuckers that's out here trained for this shit. Because they done been to the military. So get your mind right, buddy. You know, I appreciate y'all. What's going on here? They do. C, Angel. Well, I rock with y'all, buddy. I know what I gotta do. Hold on, y'all. No, didn't mean to do that. I want to do that. It won't let me. Oh, okay. That's what I want to do. I want to pin this. And I'm tweaking right now, y'all. Give me a second. But yeah, Trump. I'm gonna end it on this note. Think about what I said on some real shit, and come together with them other two gentlemen. Three gentlemen sitting down, talking, and trying to, resolve a problem instead of bringing chaos and destruction. Seriously. And if you don't want to do that, hit me up, my boy. I'll come have a talk with you. You can come here and we can talk. Remember, we got Trump towels here. Don't forget. But yeah, you need to get your motherfucking mind right. Goat mouth motherfucker, because I'm sick of your motherfucking bullshit. For real. There's just one to grow on, Joe, because this is where I came from. You think I want to see my shit up in flames and shit? No. People dying worse than what's going on now? No. I don't want to see them out here freezing and starving. We got people out here in tents that's been out here for years. I don't know how they doing it. Excuse me. No disrespect, Joshua. You doing it, and I told you I'm gonna always salute you. But they ain't got like what you got out there to make things right. They intense, my boy. I guess gas heaters in the inside, breathing all that bullshit in. So what you think gonna happen? It's gonna be chaos and fucking destruction. People gonna be trying to get in people's cribs because they ain't gonna have no place to go. Shit, we taking over. You gonna either comply, either you gonna go, and that's how it's gonna go. And that's what it seems like you want, Trump. We don't want that shit. You keep talking about make America great. Make it great then, my boy. Doing the right thing. I don't like the devil shit that you got going on. For real. Fuck all that chaos and destruction shit. Fuck these people being homeless and shit because you trying to prove a point. The only point you trying to prove, and it's not to the people. It's to whoever you fuck with. You know y'all be making bets and shit. Fuck somebody's life. That's how you feel. Nah, my boy, we ain't on that. You had them people vote you in. You want to make America great. You can't make it great with the fuck shit. And like I said, if you could fly across seas or whatever and sit down and have talks with these people, they ain't got shit to do with over here. My boy, fly your monk ass over here in Illinois and you bring your ass over here and have a sit down. Look me up too. I'll come there too. I'm a cook. Make sure we eat good. Whatever the fuck you want. But I just know This talk need to happen. I just know, release some other people. I just know we can start on structure. You can't get nowhere in fucking life without no motherfucking structure. And if we ain't got no motherfucking structure, it's gonna be chaos and destruction. You gotta realize how you made this play. You did pardon a lot of motherfuckers' heads. But you pardon and then you wanna be on some bullshit. You ain't pardon and say, man, motherfuckers gonna get out there and talk to these youths and gonna come together. You pardon them and get straight on bullshit. That's the shit I'm talking about, Trump. Stop. Stop, Donald. Shit pissing me off. Person reported with breathing difficulties. Somebody fucked up. One of them troops and fucked somebody up already. Shit just popped across my screen. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna probably put it in the video, another video. But see, Trump, stop, Joe. It hurt me to see one of my nieces and nephews out there laying dead in the street or fucked up in the street. I don't like that. I get it, like the news show shit, like motherfuckers getting hit by cars and fucked up with bats and shit. They don't really show the good side of these youths out here. And that's some real shit. I'm more mad at the media here in Chicago. Y'all show was good, like in these like Oak Park, Addison, Illinois. Like in certain places, y'all show where's, it could be humble at. On some real shit. Y'all don't come through them hoods and show up sometimes how people come together, they help each other. They be cooking and shit for the homeless. You don't do that, because I've been doing it for 7 years, feeding the homeless. I was homeless myself. Why so many homeless people out here that talk about me, talking about, oh, he talk like this because he got the... No, bitch, I had to get it. I had to start somewhere. You got to use your brain. You got to learn how to talk to people. And I'm saying this to some of the YNs because I have been into it with a couple of motherfuckers on here on this YouTube shit, and y'all stop it. But I am going to say this. Ending remarks, Trump had a talk with the mayor and the governor, and it is what it is. And let's see what happened. If governor let dude out and the rest of them heads, and motherfuckers had sit-downs with the youths, had these picnics with the youths, barbecuing, and they having these talks with them, that's the type of structure. See, we had that shit like in the early 90s when that war and shit was going on. After that war, that's when motherfuckers, tried to come together. Mid-90s. I want to say 99, shit just started going from sugar to shit. Of course we need change. Talk to your president. Talk to your presidency. Talk to that fucker. Real life shit. I hope this video get out and around to him. And it's no disrespect. I'm telling you from a man to a man what the fuck really going on. This is just not my voice. This the people voice. You dig? I'm just saying, you can't put something out there in the atmosphere that you're not standing 10 toes on. That's the truth, my boy. But y'all, man, I swear, I haven't been on YouTube. Man, it feel like a year. I haven't been on YouTube. And Angel and C, I salute y'all. I respect y'all to the utmost. I enjoy y'all really letting me get what I needed to get off my chest. I done did 71 minutes. I have never went that long, but this is how I feel. This is coming from my city. Yeah, my city died, but my city is crying. So if you're going to help us, do the right thing. Don't destroy us. I ain't going to lie, dude, because motherfuckers going to fight back. Real life shit. It's just the truth. It is what it is. It's just like how, I'm going to say this and I'm done, how the youth get into it with each other with the names and shit across India. When they finally see each other, pow, pow, pow. Well, that's just how it is. When you say something and you don't stand on it, and then you get on that kitty shit. I don't give a fuck if you sit back and say, oh, fuck that nigger. But guess what? This nigga here know what the fuck is really need to be going on the right way. And to me, it seemed like you trying to destroy. And I'm telling you, they trying to destroy. It's going to be a lot of people coming to that White House, my boy. You ain't going to like that. And it ain't going to be just from Chicago or Illinois. It's going to be around this motherfucker. They're going to be at that White House. But you like attention. So you probably want that. But I'm telling you, when they come, it's going to be some sick people in the head because it's going to be on some bullshit. You ain't going to be able to stop everybody. Yes, sir. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I salute y'all. Angel, C-SWAT, I appreciate y'all. Number love coming straight from the side. The west side, baby. Don't get no fuck. I'm out west. Later.